Outside, he had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up, eventually dropped for a huge loss.
11 mighty.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He finds his man Johnson. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Up the middle to Davis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
11.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield.
Davis fighting. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Here we go. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
On one, ready?
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Well, 217 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throws right back to London, complete again. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3.
And Henry going to bowl his way in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
On the return is Jones.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
On one, ready?
Burrow now off the bootleg. Out to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
On second down, Davis. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Jet sweep. Here's London. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the fourth. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to...
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. He's at the 50.
Well, there's an excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
I'm one, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Got a man, it's London. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action, it's Burrow. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Inside give to Davis. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Throwing, Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Jackson.
He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you